I didn't know that I was a poet, actually.
Tall them in short skirts and the wear is their dress code. Dark skin, the melanin no longer exists. They faded away, they bleached their skin to be the white.
I am Yasipi Casimir, and I do poetry by passion.
The where they were born no longer counts. The bright and the one is the beautiful. Who say black ain't red?
I've written about a poem called Slay Queens Equals to Future Mamas. And my inspiration behind, I was trying to tackle on how girls nowadays are trying to be criticized and being called slay queens, that they have lost their culture, that they don't even know the culture values they hold it before. In other words, those people who are criticizing are the ones who are actually their fans. And when we try to talk about this topic in the society or in the community out here, a lot of people are trying to ignore about that topic. But yet it's something which is crucial, because these girls that we are trying to criticize on social medias, they are going to be the future moms who are going to raise the next generation, the country, the children that we'll be having in next future years to come. They'll be in the hands of those girls.
Makeup is their second face they decided to show, fell away from how their true faces and identities looks like.
If we keep on abandoning them and trying to push them away, and we are trying to take the burdens and all the mistakes to them, what kind of a community we'll be having in future years to come?
Filters and edits comes fast to portray their virtual beauty in the real world. Snaps of the show makes their newsfeed.
Sometimes them being criticized, you find that they're being criticized, but yet they're not even showing the right ways on how they can fall on the right side, and they're being pushed to live in another life which is not even provided.
Updated statuses is the daily spot with smiles and selfies for just a shot, but behind cries and moans heart within.
We, the upcoming generation, we are the people who are going to hold the history from our elders, and we will be passing it out to the upcoming generation. We are in the midst of outgoing generation and those will be upcoming generation.
Them all look great. Naked looks boost the vibe with new posts that will trend and go viral. The more they likes, the great they feel.
So what I'm trying to put out as a topic is that there are other means that they can invest their time, which can maybe give the standards of living, or which can provide a means of living for a longer time, withholding their values at the same time.
And again, after being pleased, they are despised with the same people. And they ask, where are they?
Sometimes when you are doing something that you ain't proud of, and if people are talking about you and you feel insecure about it, it's just because it is not right. But as long as you are doing something that either your mom or a kid that you are going to raise can still be proud of what you are doing, maybe you are in the right way.
We, new great ladies and future moms of the nation with honor, who grow with the culture and held the country's dignity to never let it slip away from their hands.
Don't sell who you are, or don't sell your body, don't sell your life, just trying to attain a certain thing. Because sometimes you might, yes, gain those things and you might gain that money, but you can even find on another side the money you've earned, you're going to spend it trying to cure yourself. The society, the way it is proving to us, they just tend to tell you like, you look good when you are naked, you look good when you are maybe in a different picture with what you are, the real you. But when you ain't proud of who you are, nobody's gonna believe in you. Because sometimes you might even find even those people you have wore makeup for, they just turn up back on your back, then they try to bring another topic to what you portrayed to them.
And now, they are nowhere to be found, or are lost along the vein. The country's future is lost.
What I can maybe advise is that first get to believe in yourself with the truly you, and from there, that's when people are going to believe in you. But if you want to prove to people what you are not, and you're trying to put out another picture, when you've lost that, you're going to miss yourself. They should better try to learn on how they can build their foundation from themselves. Them being them, the world will just adjust around and they will fit in their perspective.
Who to blame or to ask if the truth wasn't told from the past? Utaganiriye na se ntamenye icyo sekuru yasize avuze, kuko nta mukungu wikunga ahubwo akungwa n'abandi.
If we are shifting our focus from girls and we look at those people who are pushing them to be so, are they aware of what they are trying to put out in this community? In other words, we shouldn't put our much focus on girls just only, but also to those people who are trying to pull them out from their comfort zone and try to be the people they are not.
They were all born great, only what they faced along the way is what made them worse to what they are.
We are putting much focus on girls who are maybe becoming slave queens, but we are taking it off from those people who are pushing them to be so. Those are guys, those are men, those are people who are investing in this work, and yet they don't really know where they are dragging the future of the upcoming generations.
If they were taught to be great future generations, that's what they could have been. You reap what you sow.
Instead of just putting a much focus on just girls, you should look on both sides. Be it those people who are paying them to be so, and those girls who are really trying to sell themselves to get the earning out there in the world.
And again, I ask, if we don't clean up our mess, who else will?
The biggest challenge in being poetry, sometimes you find that your opinion are very contradictory to what the majority thinks. Because sometimes you find that you are pulling out something that people didn't expect and they're like, you are wrong. And at another time when they try to sit and think more about it, they just get to understand your truth.
I, Yasipi unspelled now to tell the unspoken world, revealing the untold mysteries, the queen of the ink.